Okay, this one's going to be pretty cool. We're actually going to be basically turning off a muscle that we always tense all the time, rectus abdominis, you know, basically the one that just makes you go, huh. Yeah, every YouTube video out there is about, you gotta use this muscle in this particular situation to stabilize and achieve this outcome and stuff like that. Sure, it's a valuable, useful muscle, but we just overuse it. We tense it too often. Certainly I do. So we're gonna do, you can follow along with this, or you can just take the idea. We're gonna do some movements, and then kind of when we get into kind of the end range or something, we're gonna go and just let this become fat, you know, just become, let the belly just go, because usually we're trying to, you know, trying to do this, right? We don't really walk around like that, because whatever, it's not socially cool or whatever. So just go like this, and then just look for any tension here, and then just go. Notice yourself breathe a bit better. And what we're doing is we're just kind of anchoring that. So we don't have to stay here or anything like that. We just have to go in there and experience, all right? Let's try this one. Just down like this, you don't have to touch your toes or anything like that, and then just let it all hang out. Just breathe like. Okay, just from this position, go also to the side. And just stop trying, right? Stop putting effort and trying into your rectus abdominis. Now the sweet spot for these movements might be somewhere between what you're currently doing and what you're currently calling off. But you're not going to find the sweet spot unless you overcorrect. Okay, let's go back like this. Kind of put your hips forward. Let your arms just dangle there. See, normally you'd be like, okay, hold the position. Okay, I'm doing an exercise. Keep everything nice and firm, right? But what about doing it like this? Is there something wrong with this? No, there's nothing wrong with this. What this will teach you is the movements that you've been, not just with the rectus abdominis, but with many muscles, this concept will teach you that you're able to accomplish movements and positions that you've been trying to accomplish with less tension. That's an idea that Egwin Ertl taught me. It's like, you want to minimize the tension in movements. It's also a Qigong principle, right? So what's another one? Let's go like this. So what we're doing is we're kind of putting this knee forward. This one's becoming straight, because like we're starting with like knees bent a bit, and then we're kind of putting this one forward so the pelvis rotates, and then this leg becomes straight. And then, in a position like this, you can become quite, this is an awkward position. You need to hold very stable. Feel this squeezing in here, and you're like, oh no. I'm just projecting, I guess. They'll still be working, right? Like if you touch them when you're doing this, they will be working. And that's kind of what we're trying to achieve here. We're just trying to let the rectus abdominis basically start to work by itself, instead of us thinking that we need to squeeze it to achieve particular positions or movements. Something that Egwin says is, people think that they need to walk around and squeeze their abs all the time to just keep themselves in good posture or something like that. This is an extension of that. It's like even when you're doing, let's start to do some movement now. You know, we did some bends, forward, back, left, right, bit of twist. You know, we can just do the other one real quick. Just take effort out of this. Just let it go. Don't worry about what happens. As long as you're still standing and you're not in agony, everything's all right. Okay, so now we'll do some movements and we'll try to keep it while we do it, okay? So let's just go to the side. Just do it slow enough and maybe in stages so that you can get a chance to turn it off. If you do it too fast, you just miss everything. And particularly like in this particular position, I'm like finding it quite hard to connect. So might stay here for a moment and just go. And you just do it the best you can, you know? So what we can turn that into, let's do one of those one more time, but let's get a little more advanced. Try not to really contract your core for stabilization at all. You know, you got these internal obliques, external obliques, rectus abdominis, transversus abdominis, blah, 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 the four core muscles, and then you got your whole back and everything like that. Try and just be like a total slop about it. Everything all around here. The whole abdominal wall, all around it, abdominal cavity perhaps. Just see if you can just totally take the effort out of it. Even the back, you know, you get around here and you're like, whoa, better contract my back. You know, it will still be contracted, but it won't be over contracted. You know, it won't be like, you know, a lot of this happens because it's like, oh, okay, you got to do a deadlift, right? Okay, so I'm gonna get down, and now, okay, Jeff Cavalier, all right, you know, it's like so much tension, okay, like too much, like you're supposed to find the minimal amount of tension that you can. Like, that's a rock climbing principle. You know, you just hold on to that rock with only the tension that is required to keep you on the wall. It's a principle for movement, I suppose. So let's do a complete kind of like, I don't know, Jefferson kind of curl thing with minimal, let's just stick with the rectus abdominis. But this, allow yourself to be a bit. Get to this point, just reset, like do as little work as possible. You can go all the way down if you want to touch your toes. That's a good place to, again, reset. Take the effort out of it. While you're down as low as you can even take the effort out of like your lower back. Just stop trying so hard. And when you come up, let's come up with as minimal tension as required. A lot of when you revert to doing things with low tension, it brings up ideas of like, well, that's bad posture or bad form. It's like, my theory is you need to go down into bad posture and build up more naturally. Like you can, you know, if you've got bad posture, right, you can instantly use tension to be like, I am sick, right? But that's completely unnatural and it's not the way you're meant to do posture. So I think that's about it. You've probably got a few experiences there of just using minimal core tension, especially rectus abdominis tension. Let's just finish it off with a stand, right? So we're just going to stand and not try to use this. Just be like, ugh. And if this happens, that's okay. Because a lot of the time, we've got a bit of this going on, so we're like, okay, hey, perfect. I don't have that anymore. But it hasn't actually gone, you've just like, okay, well, I'll double up the tension. So you can even go like this. Whew. Just like that. Let that stretch out, kind of. You probably noticed me going, I think it helps, just like a dog kind of. Dogs are always relaxed, like hang their tongue out. Do a few side rocks, just come back up. Okay, so just re-anchored that a bit. You should notice yourself in everyday life from now on, just like not holding yourself so tight in the rectus abdominis and all around the core in general. Okay, see you next time. Hope that was enjoyable.